Hello everyone! Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So today we're going to continue on several more projects. Lots of them have to go into the pressure pot, so I'm kind of excited about using that again. But before that, today is day 6 of our advent calendar. So this is the Highland Cow one with the cute little ornaments. So there's this one, number 6, going in the pile with the rest. And then this is the Dianca Pours. Remember, I need a name from you guys. She needs names for these. If you have not seen the past 5 videos, we have been opening one every day for the advent calendar that she made for her new colors. This is number 6. Ooh, another dusty. Ooh, this one looks like a... almost like a color changing one. Hoping you're getting a good look at it. So let's come up with a name. I'm going to put a name that I come up with and a name that you come up with on the little card that she sent. So it's almost like, I don't know if it's color changing or if it's the plastic, but it's like a very dusty blue kind of color. Very muted, very pretty. Here's the other ones. I'm starting to get... when I get to like 15, 20, I don't know if I can hold them all, but here are the ones we've already opened. And then this one was from yesterday, and with UV light, it turns purple. So that's why that's in this one. So we've got several blues, a purple and a pink so far. So this is very exciting. She's going to have a great lineup for 2026. I'm excited to see what she comes up with. And now today I've got the actual lotus jar out instead of the pumpkin. Oh my gosh, you guys. We're going to try to get this all correct today. I have my notes sitting out here because I know these little things are getting confusing because she wants so many of them. This is the rose again. We're going to put the baby powder. Actually, it's not baby powder that I used, but I used baby powder in there last time. And it worked beautiful. We didn't have any bubbles in these leaves. I'm trying to get the blue out. I made a blue one, if you didn't see, a couple days ago, and it was supposed to be this lavender purple. It's the very, very pale lavender purple. That's what we're doing there. And then we're doing the same brand in dusty pink, and that is going into this mold and this mold, and then purple for the lotus jar, clear for the icicles, and white for that. So yeah, we've got a lot going on. That must be leaking. It's all over my hands. Isn't that wonderful? All right, so let me get my hands cleaned. I'm going to grab the powder. This is the powder that I used, Gold Bond, and I'm going to dust that rose jar again before we mix up any resin. So I just want to flip all this over. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if it got in anything because apparently this is a little hack that I just found out from AI. Let me get some gloves on. It'll help me a little bit more to get it spread in there, kind of like a mica powder and gloves. It's the same thing. It's stuck to the silicone really, really well. Then I poured in the resin, stuck it in the pressure pot, and it came out perfect. It was just the wrong color, which she ended up wanting anyway. So that it worked out all fine. So I'm just going to dump a bunch in here as if it was mica powder and spread it everywhere. I did tap everything out that was extra because I don't want it, kind of like mica powder does. If you have too much in there, it will create a pocket of air, a bubble, and you won't be able to have that little piece of resin that should be there. So I'm just going to, this one's kind of hard because it's so, like, all these petals in here, but it's so beautiful. This rose, it's like, it's a rose if you haven't seen it. So I just want to get, who in the world knew that baby powder can alleviate bubbles in an intricate mold? Isn't that crazy? All right. And I don't remember, this didn't hold that much. I'm sure I'm going to have so much extra today because I do not remember. And it was just the other day. You'd think I'd go back and watch, or I didn't even write it on here. I usually write it on these days, but they do. I still have not found anything that's staying on my molds, so I've tried a waxy pencil. I've tried everything and nothing is perfect. And then I'm just going to tap it out. Look at all that came out. Make sure I got all of it. See, no, when you open it, you can actually see some more that you missed. And when I did pour the resin in this one, I coated it as well, just to give it an extra chance of not getting bubbles. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead, dump it all out, vacuum up my mess here. And then we'll grab some resin. I'm probably not going to do this all in one pour because I don't want to be rushed. So let me grab some resin.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage.
Let's start with 20 ounces. I'm going to do everything that does not need to go in the vacuum chamber because it's going in the pressure pot instead. So this is really going to tell me if I do have to vacuum chamber it first. I'm still very new at that. So I have watched Ben, I think it's Ben's Works or something like that, and they use pressure pots, and I've not seen them put it in a vacuum chamber first. And if they do, they're not showing it, so I'm assuming they're not. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do the lotus jar and the icicles and the rose without the vacuum chamber and see what happens. So let's see. So I need, I think, about 4 for this rose. So we're going to go 4 in here, and that's going to be the lavender color. And then the rest I'm going to add some crushed crystal to. Almost there. And then I'll split the rest between the clear. That's about 4. And this is going to be, get this right. Get this right this time, Michelle. This is the lavender. And that's going to be for the rose. I should have put this on the, I think it's okay though. Ooh! It's the pastel purple. It's very, very pretty. And yeah, I used it the other day on the other pieces and completely forgot to put it in the rose. And I made the rose blue. So whatever. It's okay. It still came out gorgeous. Just have to do it again. There's that beautiful color. You don't need that much ink, actually. I probably put too much in there. So if you do get those, they are kind of pricey for those colors. But I think they're going to last a while. Look at the gorgeous color. You can't even see the blue through it. I'm going to go ahead and pour that in now while it's still nice and thin. That way I can like roll it around. Remember, this is the one with the baby powder. Now normally if I did not have that pressure pot, I would be putting this in the vacuum chamber, trying to get as many bubbles out as possible, about half full, but that doesn't help you with the top half. You can still get bubbles in that top half, so I'm so excited, and I'm still so thankful. I will always be thankful. I mean, I'm always thankful for all gifts you guys send me, but that one was like so unbelievably generous. And I'm going to love every second. Every time I use it, I will always think of you. I'm just kind of rolling it around. There's so many petals in there and just kind of manipulating it. And hopefully it will come out just as gorgeous as that blue one did. And we probably will have extra, but that's okay. We'll use something. And yeah, we got a lot extra. Well, probably took, what, 2.5 ounces? Oh my goodness, not very much. I am going to just fill it up though, and I'll set it aside. I'll put everything in there off camera, but I do want to get everything poured. So we'll put that one aside. Let's do some crushed crystal in here before we split it, because the snowmen want crushed crystal and also the purple. alcohol ink. Just get that clean. So we'll do like, I just dipped it in, I didn't scoop it. We'll see if that's good. See if it's good for the whole batch. And I'm not sure if you'll even see it. Probably won't see it on the Lotus jar. Barely see it in those, but I want it in there because they wanted it in there. But I'm not sure it's going to be like very predominant. Yeah, I think that was plenty. Put that back. And then I gotta tie my hair back, you guys. It's getting in the way. Hang on just a second. Hopefully I won't get resin in it from my gloves. I think I'm good. Get my hair down today and just gets in the way all the time. It drives me nuts, but I won't cut it. So, all right, I need 6 ounces for the snow. Actually, I don't even need to split it. Why am I splitting it? I'm just going to pour it in and the rest is going to be purple. What am I making this hard for? I do spritz this one with alcohol just to also help any bubbles because, well, there's a lot of bubbles in here because I didn't put it through the vacuum chamber. So I'm going to, so air pockets are different than bubbles according to AI. So if I get an air pocket down here in the scarf, which that's not full enough to be digging it out yet, then the pressure pot will not get rid of that. So definitely squeeze if you get a pressure pot, or if you have a pressure pot, you probably already know this and I didn't, then you still have to squeeze the hard parts. Like if it was like the axolotl, the little gills on his head, you would still want to squeeze those parts because trapped air will get in there and it will not squeeze trapped air. So I had to learn that the hard way, and that's how you learn. You do it and you learn and you adjust and you keep going and you figure it out eventually. There's a little hair right there. Hang on a minute. And this, you got to fill it up enough that the scarf is full before you. And this one, she doesn't want me to do anything. They're going to do the work. If they do anything, I don't know. Or they just want them clear. But I'm just trying to dig out that air pocket, which I'm pretty sure I got. And the little nose. And then fill it up. These take about 2 ounces each. And I will top them up once they are in there. Like I said, I gotta carry them across my room without spilling somehow. So this had 16. I'll tell you exactly here in just a moment how much they held. We'll see what we have left. A lot of bubbles come out of those little scarves. Hopefully that's good. Get the nose. I think I got it. And of course, just a few drips more that I'm going to tell you because, like I said, I'm going to fill them up over there. So I started out at 16. I'm at 12. So it took actually 4 ounces. I would say mix up 5 because I'm going to probably put another whole ounce in while I'm over there. And I need to go do that now before I use the purple. So I'll be right back. Don actually made me a little shelving system. He cut acrylic on my X tool. And so we have a shelf now in the pressure pot. He put it up on some dowels. That way, for days like this, I can have a second story, which I needed, because this piece actually has to go on the bottom. So I couldn't put them in there yet, but I do have them over there. And I poured a little bit of clear out before I used it all for purple. So yeah, then I can stuff it full of molds without, that's really pretty. And I think I'm going to have to add a little bit more alcohol ink to the top piece like I did on the Mistake Pumpkin the other day to get the color the same. I hope I have enough. I always worry. I have 10 ounces written on here. And I don't want to completely fill it up. Like I said, I have to carry it, so I'm going to drip a few more drips of purple just because of the lid being so shallow and the base is not, so it will change your alcohol ink look. All right, I'm going to still spritz it. Don't see any bubbles in there, but this should be about the same. And again, I will fill the rest up. Let me get everything situated in there, and we'll come back and we will pour the extras into something. Let's pour the rest. I have clear with crushed crystal and the lavender and then the purple. So I think I'm just going to make some ornaments here. And let me, where's my spritz bottle here? Here's one. Let's just, oh man, I didn't get it cleaned out good enough since the last time I used it. Little pieces in here of that glitter one I did. Let's just combine all the colors. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to layer them with all three colors and see what happens. It might be really pretty. You just never know. I only have so much clear though. You might get this really cool effect. That's why I like extras sometimes. You get to play around and see what's going to happen, and then if you discover something, then you get to do it again. Try to do it on purpose. Just got to make sure these hole makers are large on these ones. If you have this mold, this is one of my molds. I still haven't gotten to do a video just on this mold, but that's okay. Now the only thing is we didn't put this through the vacuum chamber, so I don't know what's going to happen. All right, let's do this one here and start with lavender. Probably only have enough for this one. Purple. The rest of the clear in. That's the end of the clear. And can I fit any more lavender is the question. Hopefully that does something and doesn't just give me like a big lavender hole in the center. Get that around that hole maker. Oh, I overfilled it. I think I might rather trim it than mess around with this because I don't want to mess around any kind of reaction it's going to do. I'll just try to get the edges. Yeah, I think I'm just going to trim it after the fact. So we got a little bit left. Let's just do one more. Let's do that long one right there. And I'm going to pour the clear in first. Actually, we might be able to do 2 layers. Let's do 2 layers. Clear, lavender, and then clear. Well, it's not really clear, but you know what I mean. It's more clear than it's not. Scrape that. I don't want to overfill it because that's what it looks like I'm doing. Get it in that hole maker. If you don't get it in the hole maker, well, you're going to have to do some fixing and see if you want to hang it. And I'm definitely going to have to be doing some trimming here. I have just a little left, so probably enough to do that one. But I'm going to need the spatula for that. Let's get that out. Wow. We actually had a lot left to make 4 coasters. They're not coasters, ornaments. There, do that. And then fill it up with this one. This one we should get a crackle effect. If it works the way I think it's going to work. That's got to go up through those little pieces of silicone right there, and then around this hole maker. Get in there. That looks good. That is not overfilled. I'm going to put the rest. That one's definitely overfilled. I'm going to need to fix that before I do something. And then I'll put the rest in my giveaway mold. And I will mix up some more resin just for those few little things. So while I'm mixing this, I heard my dog's going crazy. And Don, it's actually, you're seeing this 2 weeks later. But today is actually Don's birthday. We're prepping for the live today, and the doorbell rang, and I kind of knew this was coming, but he did not know. So this is from Bobby Joe.
Bobby Joe and Jim.
And Jim. So look what she sent
Mr.
him.
Glitz, hugs, Bobby Joe and Jim. Look at that.
Chocolate covered
strawberries.
strawberries.
Man, I'm going to be enjoying those babies.
Wow, how sweet of you guys.
And that ain't over yet.
I know.
And then,
Look at those.
oh man.
Are you going to share one of those with me?
No, it's my birthday.
Are you serious? It's almost my birthday.
I'll share with you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much, Bobby Joe and Jim. This is incredible. I love it.
I knew he would be excited. I didn't say anything to him.
Oh, you knew this was coming?
He emailed me last night and asked what your favorite fruit was and if you like chocolate or white chocolate or what.
Not bad for 22 years old today.
Yeah, right.
Thank you guys so much. This is awesome. I love it.
Well, that was perfect timing. I also grabbed those two things in the box yesterday. We got some stuff from Buc-ee's in Texas. I can't remember the name. There's a card to it, and she wanted to share a little bit of Texas with us. So she went to Buc-ee's. We were only there when we were going through Texas, which was incredible, crazy, huge
Howdy,
place.
y'all. Hi, Michelle and Don. I wanted to make sure that you got a little taste of Texas just in case you missed these or laughed at the name and passed them by. I did for years. Hope you guys enjoy them. I love it. I love your channel. You guys are so sweet and funny. Enjoy. Christy.
Kristen. Oh, Christy, you're right. So she sent beaver nuggets.
Oh, salted
caramel, and I guess those are original, maybe? I don't know what they are. They're beaver nuggets.
Are these beaver...
They're beaver nuggets. So thank you, Christy. That was sweet of you. We got that yesterday. So all kinds of goodies to try in the house today. That was funny. I knew when the doorbell rang, I'm like, that's got to be from Bobby Joe. Oh, that was so sweet. He's going to love those. Let's see. What I'm going to do is put 2 ounces in here. I've mixed up 6. And that's going to be for that. And these 2 will be pink. And we'll probably have extra. That's 4.5. 5. That's good. So this will be white. This is the one that's leaking all over the place. I obviously did not have the lid on good enough. Let me just wipe this real quick before I put it away. I don't even store these at an angle or anything. They're straight up and down. But clearly I didn't have the cap on properly. Okay. That should be enough anyway. If not, we'll get leaked on again. So she wants, let me see, 2 pink of these bears, 1 pink crystal heart. So we're going to have to remake the bear again. I have Don making me another mold for both of them today. So hopefully I can knock her order out a little quicker because I only have 1 mold of each of those. I actually think I need a little more pink. So this way I can do a couple at a time. It never hurts to have them anyway, because those are great extras molds. That's better. I am going to put these both in the vacuum chamber since they will not go in. They don't fit in there for one, and they don't really need to go into the pressure pot for any reason. So there's that one. For the white, everybody's liking the combination I am doing with the Rolio Pearl White, which is like crushed crystal. So a nice large scoop of that. And then a scoop of another white, which today I'm going to use Crystal White. Any white really works. And I'll do a nice scoop of that. Oops, I don't think I need that much. Let's do that. And that gives us a beautiful... Now I need to make 2 of these, so they aren't going to match. I'll get them as close as I can, but because ratios are always off, I'm going to have to mix this really good because I did not dissolve that in alcohol first like I like to do. So you can get unmixed mica powder this way. Hopefully it'll raise to the top if it does. But that stuff is so fine. I don't think we're going to have a problem. All right, it is time to sing Glitz and Glitter.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with fresh shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky.
Just going to spritz them and pour them. Then we get to wait till tomorrow to open them because of the pressure pot taking overnight. That's the only thing. I need to figure out a way to get them cured quicker. It's so hard for me to wait. So this one, I thought it took 1, but I mixed up 2 just in case. I actually think it takes about 1.5, so we're going to have extra. Get that one nice and domed. Yeah, about 1.5. And then I'm sure we'll have extra from these 2. So we'll have a little pink and white to do something with. There's that one. So that was, oh wow, maybe an ounce. I'm going to have a little 1.5 ounces maybe. I don't know. I didn't really check. So I could be completely wrong. No, it was 4, yeah, about 1.5 ounces. Oh gosh, I have extra. Of course I do. I've got 1.5 ounces left. It's probably going to start a little fire. Told you, because I sprayed, well, the alcohol came to the top as I keep doing it. Let me just spritz, pop those bubbles so I don't start a fire in my house. All right, I'm going to move these aside. Maybe we'll put them in the other 2 ornaments. I don't know. Do I want pink ornaments with a deer in there? Maybe not. Let me find something else. Let's do this little Christmas tree and see what it looks like with a couple different colors in there. So let's do the glitz effect. We're just going to layer it. And see what comes out of it. We might just get sparkly pink, which is fine. Probably have enough for 2 of them. Let me get that all scraped out of this one. And then fill it up. I could always change the color, I guess. And then do something else with it. So I'm gonna need, I won't have enough to make another one. So let's just make 1 of those. What do I got? Just over 1 ounce. I'm gonna move that out of the way. What do I got? What do I have? I have all these little extras molds that I have sitting around. Let's do these. This is one of my 2. We don't sell this one, but I do sell a duo. But Don poured it by accident because he didn't think. I'm like, what am I going to do with that? I'm not selling one at a time. So if you buy the crystal diamond butterflies, you're going to get 2. You're not going to get 1. So that'll be pretty. And then these are little teddy bears. That one's got something in it. Something blue in his nose. A little bit more. I still am going to have some. It's amazing how far 1 ounce can go. Cute little teddy bears. Maybe I will put some, well, no, if I use a crystal mold, it won't even matter. Oh, you know what? I didn't do these yet. I totally forgot that she sent them, and now I want to make them. These are the ones that just came in some Happy Mail she had made. And I had them sitting out that day. I did have extra that day, and I completely forgot to pour them. Look at this. What is that? All right, so we got a turtle, a starfish, and a seahorse. Start with 1. I'll probably still have more because these are literally take drippings. There's that one. They're very shallow. They're good for like pendants though. I gotta squish it in there though. Gosh, I told you, still gonna have some more left. All right. Definitely gonna have some cleaning to do before I unmold these ones. Get them in there a little bit more so they're not too thin. Then I think I'll pull out that little crystal donut mold. Because that's a little chunkier. Let's do this little donut mold. It's so cute. Do that. I might actually even get 2 of them. I will. That's crazy. I thought these would be a little bit deeper to play around with. There we go. There we go. I'll put the rest of this scrapings into my giveaway and see you tomorrow. Who's the comment of the day though? Okay, it's the next day. I was able to be patient finally. Let's do the extras. Here's some of the little stuff. The little starfish. That came out perfect. Look at the sparkle. I love these little things. It's kind of like the 2 drip butterflies. So these are probably 5 drips for these. But look how cute they are. They could be little charms, little magnets, little pendants. You could put them in other of your artwork if you have sea life artwork. If you make something small like this, these are all beautiful. Let's do these little bears. Look at those. So cute and pink. I'm so anxious to see if our baby powder trick worked a second time in a row. I really hope it did because I don't want to have to redo that. Here is the donut. That came out perfect. Beautiful. They are so cute. I usually put magnets on these. I don't really do anything to them. They speak for themselves. Let's get out. Let's see. The butterfly was an extra. That came out good. And this tree was an extra. Oh, those ornaments were, we had a lot of extras, you guys. A lot of extras. Oh, goodness. Oh, this is the one we marbled. I forgot until today. Marbled the pink and the white as I see the shimmering. Ooh, that came out cute. Let me get this back. Hang on. Look at that. Mostly white up here. It's kind of ombre actually. I like it. Definitely will be blinging that out. It doesn't even have bubbles on the tips. That's pretty amazing. I always get worried about the last pours of the day because of the bubbles and the thickness of your resin. Okay, let's see. We'll do these little ones, little bear in the pink. I got to get my notes out again and see how many of what she wanted. Dawn made me another mold of this one and this one, so I could pour a couple at a time now. So I'll be able to pour more than one. Look at that. So pretty. I gotta trim all the edges down. I will use my resin restore on the backs of them. That way you don't see that. Oh, look at that. I guess you could do any side that you want. I'm gonna have to decide which side I like the best after I trim everything. That came out pretty cool. I will probably bling them up to bring out some of the purples in another shade. Oh, I like that. It almost looks like a stone. Those are cute. Let's get this one out. They came out pretty good. Pretty happy with them. They got some sparkle in there. You could even put a little sticker if you want, but I don't think I'm going to do that in these. Oh, I love that one. That side is cool too. Oh my gosh, which side do you pick? I guess you will find out in the end, right? I don't know which side I'm going to pick. We'll see. All right, let's see. Let's get this. I need to make one more of these tomorrow. Oh, that is gorgeous. Look at the white. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. She doesn't want anything done to that. Nothing done to these guys. These guys are staying clear. And we don't have any bubbles. You can barely see. I mean, if you really look at it, you could see the sparkle in there, but it's very hard to see with all the detail in the mold. But this is what I was most concerned about, and there are no bubbles in there. And there are no bubbles throughout the resin at all, and we did not even put this through the vacuum chamber. So it looks like you don't have to vacuum chamber it if you have a pressure pot. You just have to get the air pockets out, is what I am understanding. Let's get this one out. I still don't want to rip these off. I know they're not soft or warm or anything. Oh, good. Well, I did have one little thing here, and that's probably my fault. But I can fix that with UV resin with no problem. But everything else is perfect. Let me check the nose. The noses are good. Perfect. So excited about that pressure pot. It opens so many opportunities for success in some of my molds. Oh, good. This one came out great. The nose is perfect. No bubbles at all. It is crystal clear. And I had this at about 58 pounds of pressure on that one. So I wanted to do the best that I could. And this one as well. There are no bubbles in there at all, not even one. That is so pretty. We're just going to put a little bit of silver on those little pearly type things on that, just to give it a little bit of dimension for her. Thank God I poured the right mold today. Oh gosh, come on. Trying to get the suction. Can't do it on the camera, guys. The suction's pretty good. Ugh, there we go. Oh, that is gorgeous. Let's check the lid on it. Oh, it's perfect. The color came out perfect. Even adding all those extra drops in there. Oh my gosh, I love it. She's gonna love it. And the funny thing is, if you saw yesterday or the day before, when I poured the pumpkin by accident in this color, so, you know, I'm like, oh gosh, she's going to buy a pumpkin. It's almost Christmas time. And a purple one at that. So I throw it on eBay. And Rose, who ordered this, ended up buying the pumpkin in the end. And she doesn't even know that it was poured by mistake until she sees this video 2 weeks later. So Rose thought it was so funny. I didn't tell you, but I thought I'd surprise you on the video. Okay, this is the one I am interested in, and it's hard to get out, so I'm going to do it off camera to get it out because it's really, really hard. I might even need Dawn, and then I will show you the results of the baby powder. Okay, I just loosened it around, and then it's going to come out now, so we'll see it together. Oh my gosh! It is perfect! Y'all need to try the baby powder. It works. And the detail in these leaves, I don't think I've ever seen like that. Oh my gosh, this is a matte mold, so it's supposed to look like that. It's not a shiny mold. It is perfect. Not a bubble. Look at even the rose petals that fold over like that in real life are perfect. Oh my gosh, you guys, we just found a new hack. Twice in a row it worked perfectly. I am so excited about that. Wow. Okay. All right, great. All right, let me get my notes, see what I need to do, what I don't need to do. I'm going to trim everything, get my resin restore on the backs of everything. So all the scuff marks are going to be done with that. So you don't see the scuff marks. If you haven't seen that, I did a video on it a couple times. So make sure you go check that out. All right, I'm going to go sanding and I will be right back with ya. I used my sander from Let's Resin, as I always do, to sand everything down, and I just want to show you two different ways, well, that I use mine, in case you have been missing episodes. So I want to show you how it's going to get rid. See all these sanding marks that I have on the alcohol inks? All you do is take this Resin Restore, wipe off most of it, you don't want much on there, and touch the parts that you sanded. It doesn't have to be with the sander, even if you use your nail file, and it will bring the color back of your original piece. Even if you wash it with soapy water, it won't bring that sanded part back. Also, if you have micro bubbles and you got sanding dust in them, you can put this in there and it will get rid of showing those micro bubbles and the sanding dust. Just one coat, that's all you need. And that's it. That's all you do. So you just let it dry. So this is the way I have been doing it for a couple months. Like I said, I've been testing this and trying different things until I found something I was happy with. And that's all you do. It works on glittered pieces. It works on the alcohol ink pieces. It works on your mica pieces, which I just wanted to show you one of the micas, and then I will do the rest off camera. I talked about it a lot more several days ago. So I don't want to continue doing this on every single video. Hi, Mr. Glitz.
I got something I want to say.
What? Here's the
Happy birthday to me.
That's over 2 weeks ago.
No, my birthday
I'm
goes
2
on.
weeks ahead.
My birthday week goes on for a whole 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay. Here is mica powder, but it's already hard to see, but you can see that it doesn't get rid of your sand marks. Just don't misunderstand me. It just hides the fact that they're there by bringing the original color back. And this is a mica powder too.
That's remarkable.
It's remarkable.
You missed a little spot right there. I saw you. There you go.
And you don't need much. The littlest bit. That's it.
How much?
And then I will do
How much do
the
you need?
clear littlest bit. This is the clear resin, so it'll bring back the clear portion so we can not notice those marks anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and get you in a fast forward. I'm going to finish up all these pieces with this and then bling out what I need to bling out, and then I'll show you the end. Say bye, Mr. Glitz.
Bye, Mr. Glitz.
She's got glitter on her fingertips, resin on the table, a purple rose so perfect like a story from a fable. Pink and white trees with rhinestones that gleam, every little detail like a crafter's dream. Casting love in resin, pouring joy with care. Each piece tells a story more than just a glare. From snowflake sparkles to a teddy bear so sweet,
am done, you guys. Some of these things came out so beautiful. Didn't do much to these. Put the face and magnets on, Nothing got done to that. Magnet on that. I put bales on the bears and the seahorse and the starfish. The turtle got a magnet because you can't really put a bale on there. Nothing to those. I did fix the scarf with UV resin. That way you're not like have a jagged edge. Here's a little tree. I just put some pink rhinestones around it. So that came out really pretty. And the lotus jar, I highlighted the pearly parts with silver, and then the starfish. Since those were not gems, I don't really like doing gems with the paint, but those were all smooth. So that's what I did with that. It is really, really pretty. I hope she likes it. And then here's the rose. Oh my gosh, the rose is gorgeous. Look at that. So I took metallic marker with purple, went around all the edges, and then most of the tips with purple rhinestones, and then painted the leaves green. So I love it. A beautiful rose for a beautiful rose. And then for these, I just took purple and clear rhinestones all the way around each edge. So this will end up as a set if you like purple and you want purple on your Christmas tree. I think they came out gorgeous. I love them. I asked Don which side he liked better, and he chose the side that was facing us and not the opposite side. I mean, you can honestly do both of them and then pick whichever side, but I didn't have enough stones to do both sides, so we did pick this side. This is the side that we were looking at. I love both sides though. I almost chose that side. It was hard, so I needed him to be my tiebreaker. That's it, you guys. I'm gonna get you some pictures. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you all have a blessed day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every